from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Jeez, who is that? John Popper? Good morning, John Popper. It is morning where you're at.
Yes, it is. It's actually morning here. See, I'm not making it up. You guys are kind of embellishing the truth there a little bit over at Gloucester, but good morning.
Oh, goodness. We have Jimmy Dalpier's back here. I'm your host, Joey Shimataro.
Hey.
Scotty Mack. Josh Hayes.
Johnny, long time. Hey.
Hi,
Josh just drove me from New Mexico to California a couple of days ago.
Oh, my
I
God.
did?
Yes, he did.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, he did it pretty fast, too.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I don't want to
Stop.
testify to any speed limits, but what speed limits?
Exactly. We didn't get stopped.
So, John,
Yes, we did not get stopped.
we have a couple of questions for you that we start with all of our GloucesterCast virgins. It's a two-part question, and it's called Death Row Sub and Death Row Meal. And it doesn't have to be in Gloucester, but it does have to be at a restaurant or a deli. So the first part is you have to put your mindset that you're on death row, and the warden comes in, and the warden says you're going to be executed tomorrow, and we're going to get you. Do you know what a sub is?
Oh, yeah.
Like a submarine sandwich.
Yeah.
We're going to get you a sub at any place in the world. What is the order, and where is the restaurant or sub shop that you're ordering it from?
Okay, it's a Hoagie Haven. That's in Princeton, New Jersey. They make the best sandwiches on earth or any place else. And you get a half roast beef with cheese. Actually, since I'm dying tomorrow, I'd get a whole roast beef with cheese. Deal with it. But the key is you got to get provolone, mayo, no lettuce, no tomato. I just go provolone, mayo, onions, and hot peppers. I don't even mess around with the lettuce and tomato anymore. Like, I don't got time.
That's just filler. That's filler.
Yeah. If I'm
feel
on the road, I go Jersey Mike's and I order the same thing. And it's a close, at least it gets you close with the mayo and the, you do the salad dressing, the oil and vinegar too. And then you put but it's the hot peppers and the onions and the mayo. Man, that'll burn a hole in your stomach, but what a way to go.
Yeah. All right, there's your death row sub. Now the second part is death row meal. What restaurant and what's your order?
Probably Peter Luger's, and I do a side of cow. I try to do half a cow since I'm dying tomorrow. Again, if I could take myself out with some sort of a digestible disaster, that would be the way I'd want to go on my terms.
There you go. There you go. Very nice.
Try to pass a whole cow through my body. Yeah, that'd be cool.
John, you've been to Gloucester. What brought you to Gloucester the first time you came?
Well, I think it was Josh. I think
Mr.
he was
Hayes.
driving again. Yeah, he was driving. I think again there were no speed limits involved. But yeah,
Amy's fast too.
it's beautiful in Gloucester. It's great people there. That's really the first thing is the people are really cool, and then of course the fish, and then we got in that cool situation getting on the boat. Those guys were just really fantastic and had a really great adventure catching a bluefin. I just qualified the legal weight for that bluefin, but I caught him. And I did it with my broken shoulder too. Everybody laughs about how I had to go lefties with the crank.
John, I've lived here my entire life. I've never caught a bluefin, so kudos.
Well, yeah, it was fun. They were really cool about it.
To your credit, you
And we
were
got to eat
sleeping. To your credit, you were sleeping when we got it, so didn't know where we were.
Oh yeah, I try not to know where I am, and it really helps when you're catching the tuna. What? Yeah, it's the alarm. It's the general alarm once you catch one. That's really kind of fun.
Very nice. And as far as coming, it wasn't a one-time deal though. You've been back.
Oh yeah, I come here. I go there a lot actually. Yeah, I love it there, and it's the people.
Yeah.
What
it's
is
a
it
fun place.
that you're drawn to in this area that keeps you coming back, John? I mean, for the viewers on Good Morning Gloucester, a lot of people move away from Gloucester and they watch from around the world so they can get a sense of being home. But what is it for you being an outsider coming to Gloucester that would actually keep you coming back?
Well, it's one of the most beautiful spots in New England. And, I did grow up in New England. I grew up in Stamford, which wasn't as much to look at as Gloucester. We didn't have a beach like that or a coast like that. But, it reminds me of when I was a kid, and that people talk to you honestly. And, it's a good group of people to hang around with. And if you like small towns, you know what that's about. And it's really one of my favorite little towns. That's kind of what it is.
You're each and every time.
Well, it's just awesome to be there. Yeah, you guys got a nice little secret going. I don't know why you're advertising. People are going to start showing up.
Hey, that's true.
You get that a lot.
Yeah.
Gidget says she wants to come in the fall.
Yes. My girlfriend is a big fisherman, so she's dying to go. She hasn't done the East Coast thing yet.
Wow.
So she's pretty excited.
Yeah, Amy will come with us too. It'll be fun.
So for people that are not familiar with Mr. John Popper that's on right now, actor, Grammy winner, producer, writer.
I like how you started with actor. I think it's probably my least bankable talent is actor.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the people and tell a little bit about Blues Travel at this point?
Well, I'm the lead singer and harp player from Blues Traveler, and I play around a lot, and some say I'm one of the best harmonica players in the world.
You are.
And as long as people are willing to think it, I'm willing to let them.
That's an honor. It's an honor to have you here.
Well, it's an honor to be anywhere. So,
especially after this year.
Yeah, right.
When you're on stage, can you give the viewers like an inside feel or a bird's eye view of what, like from an artist's standpoint, what you see when you're on stage as opposed to what they're seeing from the crowd?
Well, it's kind of like sort of, you're kind of looking that way instead of this way. Kind of like that. But, you're on the stage and it's a fun feeling. You learn your way with a crowd. It's kind of like controlling an amorphous being that's has a mind of its own, and you work with it. It's like working with waves.
Yeah,
you don't really control the sea. You work with the sea.
Are you aware of individual people, or is it just like you said? Is it just a one big mass out there?
Sometimes you are aware of individual people, and then sometimes you think you are, and it's totally an illusion or a hallucination on your part. Like I have this neurotic side of me that I swear to God, I'll hear someone in the crowd going, "Oh, he fucked that note up." There's no possible way they could know, and there's no possible way I could hear somebody say that sentence clearly instead of making it up. And then the way that I really knew is that somebody actually did say like "you sucked" or something like that, and you hear it. It's such a different experience, and it's kind of funny when it really happens. And so it goes by in such a different time frame from than when you're just beating yourself up. And so you kind of hear what you want to hear. The worst is when you're looking at somebody and then they actually realize you're looking at them and like, what, me? And then that totally wakes you up and then it distracts you from the zone you were in. And so you're kind of trying to look at nobody and everybody.
Yeah. Is it true to the rumor, John, that you actually think that people are naked out there? Like they say that everyone's naked. Think of them, they're just naked.
Well, everyone is naked under their clothes. So,
well, okay. So it works.
Craig
You
Kimberly,
try to dwell on that if someone's attractive enough. You try to dwell on that fact. And if someone isn't, you try to dwell less on that fact. So it's kind of selective, really.
Craig Kimberly, one of our good friends who actually worked on a blues documentary with Ted Reed, just came out. Has a question.
Cool.
He says, "At what age did you pick up the harp?"
Come on.
It was pretty late, actually. I wanted to be a comedian. And I was into like Saturday Night Live and Steve Martin on Saturday Night Live. That got me really into Saturday Night Live. And so it was there I saw the Blues Brothers. And that got me into wanting to play the harmonica, and that got me into like the old blues music, like, you know, B.B. King and Elmore James. Really, Elmore James I'd never heard of until the Blues Brothers mentioned him, and that got me into a whole bunch of other old music, and that eventually led me to Jimi Hendrix. And by the time I heard Jimi Hendrix, I wanted to be a musician. Yeah. So, you know, it was like kind of that transition, and the harmonica, like I got good at it really fast. So I think that helped a lot.
So, John, wanting to be a comedian is actually a perfect segue for this next question. I've listened to you back in like 2005 on the Howard Stern show, and you did a rendition of Beetlejuice with I Am Beetle. So being the comedian, how did that whole thing? How was that experience for the band?
Oh my God, we loved that. That's actually one of our favorite moments. You know, it's funny when you get to be funny. Like I do a solo show where like I'll do songs with just me and the piano and me, and or guitar and me, and you get to tell stories and be funny right up until you're not, and then you got like a song up your sleeve, so you know you can just run out of being funny. Whereas comedians don't get to do that, so it's like I get to get my rocks off being a comedian right up until I just can't. I get to sing a song. So it's kind of a fun thing now, but you know, I think it made me really aware of things like the David Letterman show. I really wanted to be on that show because that's where all the comedians went. And so getting to play on the David Letterman show was like that was a huge deal for me. I remember that.
What year do you recall maybe being on Letterman show? I mean, is it the height of your success and the peak when you first started? I mean, when you started to get noticed?
Oh, no, that was the beginning. We got on the Letterman something like 20 times.
Wow.
Us and Hootie, I think, were his favorite bands, and between us, Pearl Jam, and Hootie, us three bands were the ones he had on the most. But you know, that was like, I think Saturday Night Live actually getting to play on there. We would have never gotten that gig except Prince canceled, so we got to fill in for Prince.
Wow!
And we have a bunch of friends of ours. Michael Showalter went to high school with us, and he was doing this improv group called The State, and we were going to be on their, like, you know, was it their flagship, their pilot episode? But then Saturday Night Live called us and asked us if we could like go sub for Prince, and we had to do that. And so we said no to Michael Showalter, and their show didn't go very far, and they blamed us for canceling. And you know, to this day, you know, I felt really bad about that because you know, we really wanted to do their show called The State, but there was nothing we could do. We had to do Saturday Night Live. It would have been like impossible to say no. It was a tough one.
And
I think he eventually forgave us. Eventually he forgave us, but it took a long time.
They say the SNL parties are epic, so I mean that for that reason alone, you had to do SNL.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. My bass player has my current bass player, before he was even playing bass in our band, has a story about Will Ferrell and a big thing of pot in a microwave. I'm not sure that it's true, but you know, I'll let him tell that story. All I remember is I was trying to impress a friend of mine who he was really into Saturday Night Live also, and I saw this was the first night I was like had my giant bouncer-sized security guard, and just as a joke, I go off and find me somebody famous. And he comes back 5 minutes later dragging Conan O'Brien, who's just like, well, what's going on?
That's great.
I said, why don't you let us on your show? Because back then it was the late night war. So you had to we were trying to avoid having to go on his show so that we could still go on Letterman and not Jay Leno. It was like a whole NBC, CBS thing. It was crazy.
Craig Kimberly,
God, I remember that nonsense back. Funny.
Yeah. Craig Kimberly also asked, is it true you were in the Spin Doctors in the beginning? Is that true?
Well, you know, Chris was really, I guess I was at the very beginning when they were starting. It sort of evolved out of a school band. That's where Chris's association with Eric Shankman started. And like they actually didn't get along too well at the beginning. It was kind of funny that they're like fire and ice. It was a very much Mick and Keith relationship almost immediately. And I was certainly in the band, but they were driving that direction. And when Aaron joined the band, it was already fusing into this idea. And with Mark, it was very much the four of them plus me. You know, I was kind of like the add-on guy, but I was the guy that people knew. So, I was handy, and, it's always easy to throw the harp guy on. And, it was, I think pretty much early on, they had a tighter, funkier thing than what Blues Traveler was doing. And, we sort of came up from the same thing, but the Spin Doctors were very much their own band. I mean, they still are. I just love listening to them go even now.
I just want to give a little shout out to Annie Brobst, who is with us right now. She's we just saw she climbed. Her album came out on Saturday, and she's number 2 on the iTunes country charts. So congratulations,
Annie, well done.
Yeah, she's kicking butt and taking names. We had her on. Look at this.
Mike.
What's that? And Mike Forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow night we actually have Mike Forget on, who is currently number 5 on iTunes on the reggae charts. Gloucester, North Shore area. So North Shore is really exploding right now. So thank you.
Oh, look at that.
And not to mention Grammy Award winner John Popper right here with Blues Traveler.
Yeah, but
Say the he wrote
I'm
the
not
song
up for anything this year.
So Joey Shimataro here is the host of Good Morning Gloucester. He's been, how many episodes are we on now?
This is 488 of this show.
488.
Oh, aren't you tired? Taking a break?
This is fun for me. This is fun.
You just keep doing them and doing them? They let you go to the bathroom.
You get to meet people. You know what I mean? It's when you do something you love, it's never work, right?
As long as you get a rest and they give you bathroom breaks, I guess it's okay. Yeah.
What was the question here?
He wrote the
Oh, yes. So we're doing some background and history on John, just not your driving style, not your scooter style or your license background history, but your acting. And you wrote the song to Roseanne? The themes
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
The thing is, Roseanne called me up. This was when we went on her show, and we hit it off kind of immediately because she's like just out there, and I speak out there. And so we were hanging kind of day one, and she called me, I don't know, a couple weeks afterwards and said, I'm going to put some words to the theme music, and I want you to put some words to our existing theme. And, da 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 da. And the coolest part was that she used it at the very, very end of her show. She had Phoebe Snow singing my words. And, I mean, I love Phoebe Snow, so it was just the coolest thing in the world for me to hear Phoebe Snow just kicking ass on my lyrics. And I tried to write something sort of brief and that kind of summed up the show. We always watched that show when we were just touring back in 90, back in 89, I guess we were watching. I mean, pretty much since the first season.
Now, not only did you get the song or the theme song for Roseanne, but I heard you're also acted on an episode called Of Mice and Dan.
Yes, I got to be Stingray Wilson, their friend from high school, even though they were 15 years older than me. I like that one. And
that was Dan's old band, I guess.
Yes. And you know who the badass on the show was, at least on that episode for me, was Laurie Metcalf. She had to carry the whole plot. And you're like, you guys are doing this because that's going on and that's what's happening. Like, you start to realize that her character explains the whole plot as the whole episode unfolds. And that's kind of what they use her for. And she was amazing. I did a lot of scenes with her.
Is she the one that's in like really currently like on that show? Is that one of Roseanne's characters is like main character?
It's Roseanne's sister Jackie. So she's been in so many movies, and she was. I think she actually got up for an Academy Award for what was that movie with the girl? She Laurie Metcalf got like an award or a nomination for this movie. I think it was in 2019, and I can't remember the name of the movie now. Well, this is what happens when you get me in the morning.
Yeah.
Less knowledgeable. I know less stuff factually than I do in the afternoon.
So with your Roseanne credits, did I see someplace that you also played a state trooper at one point? Uh-oh. We lost him. We lost him. All right, we're going to have them reconnect here in just a moment.
That's right.
But good morning, Gloucester.
We know what we could do right now?
I hope that you guys are enjoying the show so far with Grammy winner John Popper from Blues Traveler. Joey C., want to get a couple things to do?
Yeah, well, a little housekeeping right here. What I didn't realize, because people send in for stickers, SAZIs, what do they call it?
Yeah,
SAZIs, self-addressed stamped envelopes. Sharon St. Clair, we just opened your envelope because we thought we were going to do a read of the people that request stickers. And thank you for your donation. We will get this, your donation, to the Alzheimer's Association and to NAMI Cape Ann. So don't think that we ignored your thing. We just opened up the envelope. Thank you for your thing. The stickers.
Yeah.
Money? Yeah, Jimmy, you can step in here and do the reading.
Oh, I'm right here. Hey, so for the people who are involved with our Good Morning Gloucester programs, if you send, like it says, SAZY, self-addressed stamped envelope to 95 East Main Street, our fair city, Gloucester, 01930, if you send one of those, we will send one of these your way. And guess what? People have. So we opened up the mail, and we have from Peter.
Fan mail for Guillermo?
No, not for me. Nobody likes me, sir. Anyway, Peter Tarantino sent one, and I love it because look what it says on top. To the sticker division of Gloucester. We love it. And he said, hey, I would love a GMG sticker. Keep up the great work, guys. Peter, your sticker's going in the mail. Then we have one this is great. Gina Petrilli, and she's from Michigan. And she writes, hey, I would love a GMG sticker to share all that love in Michigan. And she sent a nice little notice here on a nice little sticker here. We love the notes. So guess what? Gina, your sticker's going in the mail too.
We do love the stickers. Hey, Scotty, can you announce the prize and how they can win it? It's right behind your laptop.
He said he tried calling back.
All right, so we do have a prize today at GMG. It's Etch-a-Sketch, the ever so popular Etch-a-Sketch as you were for a
Hold
kid.
on, he's there. You there?
No.
Okay.
This is a pocket Etch-a-Sketch, and this is our prize today. If everybody remembers the Etch-a-Sketch, we're going to turn the generation of today off of video games and onto Etch-a-Sketch. The way you win this prize, go to the podcast on Facebook right now and type in shared.
And you have to share it first.
You have to share it first. It says shared on the notes field, and then click share, and you'll be registered to win today's prize, which is Etch-a-Sketch. Nothing but the best for our GMG viewers. Joey, do we have any topics?
Yeah, we can do some topics.
He said there's no button to push.
I would close the window and I'd close the window and.
Sorry, folks, with a little technical difficulty from the West Coast to the East Coast right now on the Zoom in with John Popper. We'll be with you momentarily on that. Stand by.
It was even if that's all that was, then
it's such an honor. Such an honor.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
a good dude.
Josh Hayes, local, Manchester.
Yeah.
So making it all happen right
Josh,
here. Thank
we
you.
appreciate you making
Anything for you guys, no problem.
But
I'm
we
glad he was able to do it for a while.
And so tomorrow, we should mention, what time are we going live tomorrow?
We're going to go live at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And it's going to be Mr. Mike Forget from Over the Bridge.
And we're going to be broadcasting live. We got invited.
By
the guys from Bonefish Harry's.
Bonefish Harry's in
Nice.
Beverly on Cabot Street. So,
cool.
Mike Forget, number 5 song on all of iTunes reggae charts right now.
There you go. We got that going for us. So there's that, and I think that we should just hang it right here.
Yeah, because there's a couple good stories, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. We really if John's watching this from on Facebook or whatever, we really appreciate you coming on. This is
absolutely great. 100%, man. 1,000%. Huge.
Maybe he'll come in the studio when he comes back from the fall.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
get him out on the boat.
Yep.
All right, for all our Good Morning Gloucester. Oh, we have to pick. How many shares do we have?
1.
What? No, I saw a bunch of people
Joey.
share it. What's that?
The bottom.
It won't let me close. I would say,
What do you say?
Control Alt Delete. We're pretty much done it right now anyway.
Send the link again. Do you want to try it one more time quick? He said to.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
We got
And I
6
looked
minutes,
up-
he said, so if you want to do it.
What's that?
Yeah,
That's
go
6 minutes.
ahead.
Do it if you would do
Go
it
ahead.
now.
Yeah.
So, again, just a little technical difficulty. Let's bring up a topic in the meantime while we're trying to bring John up.
Joey,
I looked up Laurie Metcalf was nominated for an Academy Award for Lady Bird.
Oh, there
The
you go.
movie Lady Bird. Just added value right there,
I
guys.
saw people share it.
Did you want to talk about the GMG burger?
Oh, that's right. We did have it. We had a ball. So I saw.
Before we get to the GMG burger, just let me remind everybody that April 2nd is Autism Awareness Month. So we urge everybody to please wear your blue. I have an autistic nephew, or great nephew, rather. I'm sure that there's many other families out there watching and viewing right now that may have that in their family. So just to spark awareness, even if it's not in your family, wear blue and spark some interest and raise some funds for autism awareness and try to get them some recognition as well. Thank you.
It's Friday. You're already wearing your blue hat.
Anything I can do to help. April, it's actually the whole month, but I think they actually have an awareness day. Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe it's April already. That's my problem.
So what happened with the Beauport GMG peanut butter bacon?
Well, we had a ball. I mean, and we can't thank Ray, Johnstone, Frankie, Majorta.
Great guy.
What's Liz's name? Real name? The girl that she has the fake Facebook. Megan, bartender Megan, server Tara, and they are just always so kind to us.
Beauport Hospitality Group. Jimmy, would you tell them what table that everybody sat at?
No, he's not going to tell them.
It's over though. It's over.
Oh no, we still like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an insider.
To maintain that.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed. I've been sworn to secrecy.
Josh, you get a cool story in the meantime? John said that you guys drove cross country.
Yeah, I flew into Santa Fe into a blizzard to start with that. And then we passed two cops going 91. He said he didn't want to be on TMZ, slow down. I was futzing with my phone, which I should never do. And he fell asleep and he put it in the glove compartment. And the poor guy finally fell asleep. And I tried to get the phone off to turn the Bluetooth off to save the battery. And the glove compartment fell on his knee and he woke up and that was that. And it wasn't funny to him.
Was there something that like out of those movies where you see like the car swerves 6 different ways and then it comes to a stop, or did you continue on? How'd that play out?
It played out that he was upset and he went back to bed, but everything was fine. And I got my Bluetooth off and we got to San Fran safe.
How long would you say he said it got done pretty quickly, so how long would you say the overall trip was?
We went from San Fran to Kingman, Arizona. It was 7:41. We made it in under 7 with 3 stops.
No, I gotta ask. This has to be a tremendous responsibility to have a Grammy winner, an actor, producer, writer, call upon Josh Hayes from Manchester to come out to drive him home safely. How much pressure was on you at that point?
I didn't think about it, to be quite honest, because we became good friends. But when I saw a post that he posted,
Joe,
and I guess he's back on.
Joey.
Well, anyway, hey,
I'm just coming on to say I gotta go.
There's the comedian.
Well, thanks.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
There you go. That's for you guys.
Good morning, Gloucester.
John, thank you so much for being on with us, and go about your day, and it's a great honor to have you. We hope to see you again soon.
You got it. I'll be back, Gloucester. Don't worry.
And
Thanks, John. Hi to Avery and Amy and Mom. Hope you're having fun in Florida. Love you guys. Anyways, to finish the story.
Yes, please.
What was it again?
You were driving, and what an honor it was. And
I didn't think about it.
How much pressure did you have on you?
I didn't think about it until, because we became buddies, until he posted something and I read on there that someone said, "You better be careful, you have precious cargo." And then I got nervous, but it was fine. All is well. We made it in good time and we had fun, and I got to reset the batteries.
And hence having John on for GMG today. So thank you again, Josh Hayes.
No problem at all.
Thank you, John Popper. Joey, why don't you add what we're going to do next? Or
Thanks, guys.
Close it out, or what are we doing?
You can just stay right there, Josh.
Okay.
But no, I wanted to say I hope you join us tomorrow. We'll be taping from Bonefish Harris. But think about this: you got all these A-listers. You got John Popper. You got
Scotty Max.
no, but Kenny Chesney loves coming here. You have all these people, and they
Billy Joel.
but
Over the years.
they know a great place, and they could go anywhere, and they choose to come here. So
It's a postcard.
yeah, it's just a testament to the place that we live. So I hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for joining us. And we're gonna pick. Is it one person?
It's one person, so it's Robert Annette Spanks.
I could have swore I saw someone else.
Okay.
No,
well,
that's all right.
um,
So she wins.
Yeah.
She could pick up her prize at
Arts Abound in
Arts Abound in
Magnolia on
Magnolia.
Lexington Avenue.
It's going to go to some needy
That's
kid,
my area.
some fun kid, not even a needy kid, for the Etch-a-Sketch. I mean, kids don't know the old school toys.
I have
anymore.
a story about, I think it was Etch-a-Sketch. It was one of those, but one of my neighbors, Tim Donovan, I think was the marketing kid on the box for Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh,
So there you
wow.
go, another celebrity from the area.
All right. Well, thank for everybody here. Thank you so much to Josh. Thanks, Scotty, Pat, and Jimmy. And
Thanks, guys.
your host Joey Shimatao. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you, Gloucester.